Give me your name, please.
Thomas Daly.
Okay. Right. In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media products?
The way it uses media products is through the pink writing, because it relates to feminism, which is what romantic comedies are aimed at for females. And we have a boy and a girl in it, which they're getting better, and because it mirrors it, it sort of connects the two characters together, as though they're going to have something going on. But to revert to the fact that it's a rom-com, there's a scene where the female falls over, and which, like, I suppose meant to be a funny moment, which is the comedy, romantic comedy. Also, the props in the house is a reflection on the character, such as in the for the male, where the male's getting dressed, he's got male products like deodorant and combs in the male wallet, and in the female's house, her props are hair brushes and hair clips, which again shows conventions of males and females. It develops it. It develops it the way that the male and female are connected with the frequent cuts between each other to show they're connected, and that is more emphasised with the split screen as they're both going out the door, that both of them are going to at least maybe meet up halfway through the film. It challenges the conventions of a rom-com with the music. It's unconventional, because usually you hear sort of like maybe like lovey-dovey, so to speak, but it's sort of catchy. This is just upbeat, yet as though they're getting ready. It sort of suits the scene. Also, the way we maybe unintentionally challenged the conventions of a rom-com was having the boy longer on camera, because usually it's the girl, which is all about the female gaze and all that. So, but we used the male on because it's aimed towards females, and the lad was more attractive, we thought. So there we go.
Okay. How does your media product represent particular social groups?
They represent social groups in two separate ways. The female representing is like represent as a ditzy girl, but with elements of like independence, because she falls over, therefore she's sort of ditzy, yet she owns her own house, so she's evidently got at least a bit of independence within her personality. The same with the male. He's independent, but because he doesn't look as clumsy, he comes across as a strong character, and his metrosexual fashion actually raises the question of his sexuality, which is common in today's society. You see lads maybe his age, who's meant to be maybe mid-20s, wearing clothes that could be questioned as unisex, which is sort of the metrosexual fashion, so it sort of ties in today's society.
Okay. What kind of media institution might distribute your media products, and why?
We take Working Title because it specialises in low budget UK films. It's done things such as Love Actually and Notting Hill.
Okay. Who would be the audience for your media products?
Personally, I'd say it'd be aimed at females between the age of 15 towards the 30s, 40s, because younger people can relate to it due to the fact that it's a blind date and they're quite young actors, and it'd be an adult situation because it's sort of like about love and life, and basically today's social life, between trying to fit your love life in between work and so on, and that's why females, it's definitely aimed towards females. It's a sort of romantic comedy, and you might find the odd male watching it, which is why, but they're sort of classed as sort of like homosexuals, which is apparently the conventions of watching a romantic comedy.
Good. How did you attract or address your audience?
We attracted our audience by using realistic situations, such as everyone relates to the fact that they've had a bad day before, so they might sit down, have a glass of wine or a shot of whatever, which is what our characters do. And also the food they have, like, it's females, you know, they all like ice cream, so apparently. So she had ice cream, so, and yeah, the fact that it's sort of like the male and female can tell something's going to happen. It's slightly mysterious. So it's sort of that's sort of the enigma, if you like, of the opening scene.
Okay, thank you. What have you learnt about technologies from the process of constructing this product?
Before I didn't have a clue how to edit or use Final Cut Pro, and not only that, we learnt how to use split screen and resize shots, and also one of the hardest things, one of the hardest things was getting the music to sort of like flow, because when it didn't have sound, when it didn't have like sound on screen, they just used, we'd had like the music in the background, but when they were talking, lower the music and then come up again, but it didn't sound so abrupt, so it flowed a lot better, which is what we learned how to do.
Okay. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learnt in progression from it to the full product?
Evidently we learned how to use a camera and set up a tripod. We also learned about the 180-degree rule, which you can't film on one side then swap, because it just looks completely confusing. We also learned how you had to film 10 seconds of nothing before and 10 seconds after, because it only cuts that 10 seconds off, which is helpful, especially with time breaks. And also you learn how to upload YouTube videos. Well, put it on YouTube and upload it onto our blogs.
Okay, done.